Corey
Hello.
on the what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
All right, good. Let me turn you up.
She's gonna talk crypto, and you all have any questions? During the presentation, don't hesitate to ask.
So while editing this, I realized I wanted to preface this video a little bit with this is just kind of a crypto run through for very beginners. There's a lot more info that goes way in more depth about each of these things. I was trying to explain it as easily as possible to understand for people. After watching it, while I'm editing it, I've left a few things out, but we were in kind of a time crunch. Right here on the screen, you'll see I'm opening up a few websites that I wanted to have open for everybody to see, but I didn't get to be able to do that at the end of here. So some websites to check out would be CoinGecko. Ledger.com is where you get the ledger. Simple Swap is one that I pulled up, and that's one that you can swap coins for ones that are harder to get. Ico Drops is another one that comes up. That's where you can find brand new coins that haven't launched on any exchanges yet, and you can get into them beforehand. Those are just a few of the websites, but I also just wanted to say that this is a beginner's crash course in a sense. There's a lot of info that happens here, and I hope that it was easy to understand, but you'll probably want to take some notes. And we'll be doing this again, I hope, shortly. But either way, I will be making more videos to put on the YouTube channel.
Hey Corey, you can start whenever you feel like starting.
All right, so I figured a lot of people are really new to this space, so I just want to kind of run through the basics. But there's a lot of basics. So since there's not many people in this, but I'm recording it for later, if you have any questions about anything, stop me, because things can get very in-depth. So let's see. I don't want to share my page yet. So, all right. So what is it that... It's easier when I have someone I'm talking to. So what is it that you know so far about crypto, or are you in it yet?
So I'll start off. So I was in it shortly with through Robinhood, Dogecoin, but I know you were always hitting me up saying, "Hey, do not buy cryptocurrency through Robinhood." But I was so stuck on stocks that I really never did a lot of research on crypto. Now I think I'm starting to understand why you said don't buy with Robinhood, because if you buy crypto in Robinhood, in order to get your cash, you will have to sell your cryptocurrency and then get the money and then transfer the money out of Robinhood back to your bank account. But if I'm understanding correctly, if you have a crypto wallet, you can purchase crypto, put it inside your wallet, and then it's there. You can use it to purchase tickets or whatever. If someone accepts cryptocurrency, you can use your wallet to buy stuff, and you don't have to sell it in order to get cash for it.
Okay.
If that makes...
Yeah, that's kind of
what I...
Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at. So the wallet really is used for storing your crypto to get it off of an exchange. So if I buy crypto on KuCoin or Coinbase or whatever, and then that exchange gets hacked, I'm susceptible to that. Whereas if I've pulled my coins off of that exchange into my wallet, they're safe now. You can't get to it. So the whole exchange could go down and I still have my coins. The thing with Robinhood is that they don't let you remove your coins from the platform. So all of their buying fees, when you're buying crypto, all of your selling fees, everything goes to Robinhood. And if they want to halt trading, which they've already done a couple times with the GameStop and Doge, then you're stuck in your position and you can't move your coins to another exchange to be able to get rid of them at a decent price. You're kind of stuck until Robinhood opens up the doors again, and then you can sell it. But if you can pull it off of an exchange, then I can go and put it on any exchange and sell it there. So that was my biggest issue with Robinhood, was that they have halted trading sometimes, and that the coins aren't really mine because they won't let me have them. That's the issue that I was having with it. But so then I'll kind of start from the beginning, which was Bitcoin, of course. That was created by Satoshi Nakamoto, which is the name he decided to use. It's some anonymous person. Nobody knows who he is. It's not being regulated by anybody. It's pretty much got value because we say it does. That's more of a store of value coin. So it's like gold, but in crypto, the crypto realm. So, but Bitcoin doesn't really do anything. It just stores your money, and it builds in wealth because people are using it, like MicroStrategies, the investment firm ran by Michael Saylor. He's invested a lot into it. Tesla got into it. You can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. Even though he's always posting about Doge, people don't look at it, they listen to what people say and not what they're doing. But so then after Bitcoin came Ethereum and, came Ethereum. So Ethereum is trying to build a platform, or not trying to, sorry, they did, built a platform to run smart contracts. So if I'm a developer of a decentralized app, I can build it on Ethereum and use it through their blockchain channels. But the problem with Ethereum is it's semi-slow and very expensive. Not the coin itself, but using it. So let's say I bought $200 worth of Ethereum and I want to just move it to my wallet. They want to charge me like $30, $40 just to move it. So that's one of the biggest issues, because who's going to keep using it at that point? So off of Ethereum, the two guys that made Ethereum branched off and made Cardano and Polkadot. So they're trying to make a better Ethereum, and that's cheaper and faster and just better to use, period. So Cardano has already made it possible for anyone who has built on Ethereum to move all of their stuff over to Cardano effortlessly. It's almost like the click of a button. I can build an app on Ethereum and then say, never mind, I want to go to Cardano, and it'll just switch me over very easily. But it's kind of crazy that they both went off separate ways, but those are coins that you're going to want to look at that are in the top 5 most of the time. Polkadot is doing really well. But so when you're looking at coins, you want to look at why they would do well. Imagine this is years and years ago, and you're just now hearing about Amazon. And someone saying, hey, this guy is selling books out of his garage, and I think it's going to go great, and you can get in on it. So at that point, you would have thought, I don't know, but look at where it's come. But in this sense, there's gambling coins and there's investing coins. So the investment coins are going to be the ones that have a good team. They have accountability. They have good accessibility. You can get them on multiple exchanges. It's not going to be hard to buy it or get rid of it. The gambling ones are these new Facebook coins that are coming out and somehow getting lots of steam on Facebook. These are your Doge, your Safe Moon, your Moon Pirate. These names that they come up with now. These coins, in essence, are useless. Doge was made as a joke. It was made as a joke. If you hold the line on a fly-by-night coin, you're going to miss the pumps and get stuck down at the bottom. So that's where that's at. Let me see. Do you have any questions? Probably not. Not yet. So there are a few different kinds of coins. Not every crypto is a cryptocurrency. So the ones that will be used... Oh, I'm sorry. Nana! The ones that will be used for money are like XRP and Stellar. Those are ones that can be used as currencies and are planning to be used as currencies. I'll go further into those in a minute, but further down the list. So then there's ones, okay, the store of value. So that's Bitcoin. You're not going to go buy something with a couple gold shillings right now, just like you wouldn't, besides maybe a Tesla, really go buy stuff with Bitcoin. Then there's governance tokens, tokens that give you a say in what's happening with the company. So for instance, I bought this coin called Pundi X. I bought 42,000 of these coins, and they had 250 billion coins available. So the company wanted to do a burn. They wanted to get rid of some of the tokens, and when you drop that supply, it raises the price. So they let the people vote on it. If you held Pundi, you could vote on it. You have to hold a certain amount, but you get the right to say yes or no, you should be able to do this. Well, they voted yes. I don't know why, because now what happened was my 42,000 tokens turned into 42 tokens. So they went from having 250 billion tokens to having 250 million. And the price went from 0.0004 cents to $6 per coin. So they don't let you ride up that price wave and make that money. You just get less coins for the same amount of money. But then as soon as that happened, the price has done nothing but fall. So they converted my coins at like a $6 or $7 rate, and now it's $3 or $4. So there's that's a token burn. That can happen with many companies, but some companies will do a token burn and let you keep the profit so you don't drop your amount of coins. For instance, I believe BitTorrent. BitTorrent did a token burn and it raised the BitTorrent price, and I still have the same amount of tokens. So I got to make money on that. But when they burn them and drop your, the amount of tokens that you have, and it raises the price, you're still evening out. Then there are NFTs. NFTs are non-fungible tokens. This is where art and music and things like that come into the space. And these are tokens. They're called non-fungible tokens because I can't really sell my NFT for something like you can, or use it. I'm sorry. I can't trade it for something in the sense like I could with a currency one. An NFT is like I'm buying a piece of artwork that it's literally a JPEG. These people are buying JPEGs, and it's only worth something if somebody wants to buy it back or from me, not back. So it's not something that's just easily exchangeable. It can lose value a lot, or it could gain value. People are spending a lot of money on NFTs right now, and I'm not positive where it's going to go, but they need to be careful in that space. But then there are coins that run the NFT platforms like Omi or Rarible. And these are the companies that are selling, like allowing you to bring your NFTs and sell them on their platform. You can buy those coins too. So those are it's like an actual business coin. You're not buying the art. So that's the difference there. And then there's Defy, decentralized finance coins. So these are coins that you can borrow against. So let's say I have $50,000 in Bitcoin and I need some money, but I don't want to pull it from Bitcoin because I'm going to have to pay taxes. I'm going to have to pay capital gains taxes on what I pull. So with DeFi, I can leverage it and borrow against it. So I can take a loan out for 40 grand, put it up for collateral, and then I have to pay that loan back, but they're with very small interest rates, and it doesn't count as a capital gain because it's a loan. So, and these DeFi contracts are done through smart contracts, and the smart contracts are if you, then I. So if you give me $1, I will give you said product. A vending machine is the best analogy for a smart contract because it has no intermediary. I put in $1, it gives me my snack or whatever. There's nobody in the middle going, okay, yeah, that's what it's worth, and we'll give you this, like banks do in the middle of finance. So decentralized exchanges or DEXs are for that purpose, so that you can borrow money for trading. You can do it on KuCoin. If you're ever on KuCoin and you're buying a coin, you have to buy them as an exchange, kind of. So if I want to buy Cardano, I can buy it with Bitcoin, or I can buy it with USDT or whatever. So when you go to look it up, it'll show the exchange, and next to it, some of them have like a 10x. That means they will loan you 10 times the amount of money you have in that coin for margin trading. So you can trade with money that you don't have. And on the flip side of that, let's say you had $20,000 in the bank that you're just saving. You don't want to risk anything with it. You don't want to take the chance that you could invest in a coin and it could lose. On KuCoin, you can move that, you can put that money on KuCoin and turn it into USDT, which is a stable coin. It's always $1, pretty much 99.8, whatever. And you can lend it. So you're lending it to the people that are borrowing it for trading. But what happens is when you lend it, you can charge 50 to 80% annual interest. But they're only 7, 20, 14, and 21 day contracts. So what that means is if I put 10 grand in there and I just don't touch it, I tell them you can lend it, put it on auto lend. So every time someone finishes, it goes out again. At the end of the year, I've made 5 grand interest or, off of these payments by just leaving it there. There was no risk of me losing it because on the borrower's end, if I want to borrow it, I have to put stuff up for collateral. And if I make a trade decision and I say, I think Bitcoin's going to hit 56 grand in the next hour or two, and I'm going to lose, and KuCoin can see that I'm going to lose, they will stop it and they will liquidate what I have to make sure that you get paid back. So there's essentially no risk in that part of it. So if you're looking to just invest in a way to make money instead of leaving it in the bank, that's a good option. But of course you make bigger gains on crypto, but that is a safe bet. Okay, and then there's utility tokens. So utility tokens are what you pay gas fees with. And gas fees are, let me wipe this real quick. Gas fees are the price you pay when in an ecosystem and using their coin. So for instance, there's Theta. Theta is doing very well right now. It's one of the few coins that is actually doing something. They have a platform. They're doing live streaming and video. It's almost like YouTube, but decentralized. So they have theta.tv. They're going to be streaming live EA Sports. And they have a couple deals with a couple different movie, Paramount and things like that. But so when you do things on that app, let's say I started a YouTube channel a theta.tv channel. I can get paid in T-Fuel, which is their coin, their utility token. And then if I need to do anything on that app, I would pay for it in T-Fuel. So that's what the utility tokens are. It gets very broad in that sense, but that's a basic understanding of that. So on to the next thing. Sorry, this is the first time I'm doing this in presentation style, so I hope I don't run all over the place. All right, so when you're looking into any coin, don't buy a coin because people are telling you that it's just going to do amazing. Do some research. So when you're doing this research, you want to look at use case. Are they solving a problem, a unique problem, not a problem that 15 other coins are trying to fix, something unique? Like Theta, for instance, that's just one of them. Or XRP, that's another one that I'll get into. The team, who's on the team? Are they reputable people? Are they people that have been in this kind of atmosphere for a while? Do they know what they're talking about? Or like Doge, there's nobody behind the scenes running it. Now that it's gotten so much hype, they're actually working on recoding it to get it put on Coinbase and stuff, but there was never any real use for it. There was nobody dealing with it or, you know what I mean? Like trying to be there to make sure that it ran correctly. Accessibility. If it's only on one app or one exchange and that exchange is really hard to get or it's a pain to use, then it's going to be harder to get rid of it when you want to. You want to be able to move it in multiple directions if needed, if you ever need to get off of the coin and something's wrong with that exchange or your account is frozen for some reason. So accessibility. How many people can get to this coin? Now, sometimes in the beginning, it's good if you find a really good coin that's only on one exchange, but their white paper is good, their team is good, everything is great about it, then I would buy it and hold it. And if there's news that they will eventually be on an exchange, or they're planning on joining Binance or getting put on Coinbase, these are all good things to know. But that is just something that you have to look into with every coin that you're looking into. So they're white papers. If you look up any coin normally, they'll have a website, and on that website it will tell you the team, and it'll have their white paper. Their white paper is pretty much what they're planning on doing, what they want the coin to be able to do, and their roadmap. By Q1, they're going to have this launched where their smart contracts work like this, by Q2, and so on and so forth. So it's good to be able to check those and see if they've kept up. Let's say you don't find it till Q3, then did they do what they said they were going to do in Q1 and Q2, or are they behind on things, which happens sometimes, but it's good to look at. Partners. Are they partnered with anybody? Is anybody trying to work with them? Who is it that just partnered with Cardano? I just wrote this out. Singularitynet. So they just partnered with Cardano, and Cardano is they've already signed up to make their crypto and everything available in Ethiopia. They're signing up lots of people over there to bank, in essence, be able to have access to bank the unbanked. But also they're running different things on their blockchain. So you also want to look at current markets cap. How much is put into this coin right now? For instance, Bitcoin is at one. You know what? I can look at it at CoinGecko. Bitcoin is at. It's under $1 trillion right now with everything on. It's at 922 billion. But so you want to look at how much money is put into this coin already. Some of them have like a $20 million market cap. They're new. They don't have a lot of money in them yet. But also very important is how many coins are available. If they have a quadrillion coins like SafeMoon did, then how do you get that price to go up? You know what I mean? How much money would you have to put in to really get that price pumping? Otherwise, it just sits very stagnant, which is one of the problems with Doge. They have almost an unlimited supply. So all of these pumps and dumps, if you look at the whales moving in, there's websites where you can look at transactions. Everything on the blockchain is transparent. So if I have $1 million and I buy some Doge, it's going to show up on the transaction list that my wallet, it doesn't say my name, but my wallet purchased this much of Doge and that much was sold. So when you see the price start going up and you look at these numbers and see that it's just because one person is jumping in and buying a whole bunch of it, that means that it is going to dump. They are buying a whole bunch of it because that alone will make the price go up, and then they can sell it and make a profit, and they didn't need anybody else. They did that all on their own. So it's important to keep an eye on those kinds of things, because when something builds kind of slow and steady, it's because it's accumulating. People are buying because they believe in the project. But when something constantly is up and down, you want to look at who's moving in and out of it, or not who, but really how much money.
My apologies. I'm breaking in real quick. So I just got notified that I have 10 minutes left for this presentation. Yeah. So because I didn't buy this version or license.
Okay.
So we have 10 minutes left. But we can always do another one tomorrow or whenever you're available. So 10 minutes left. That's all we have.
Okay. Then real quickly, then I'll run through things that are important. So ledgers. A ledger is a cold wallet, a USB wallet. You can get it at ledger.com. You don't want to buy a used one because they could have access to your passphrase on it. So ledger.com, they have a Nano S and a Nano X. The difference is that X holds more kinds of cryptos. So that's the one you want to get. Let's see, the different exchanges that I use. Coinbase is there and good, but to get in on coins before they reach higher prices, KuCoin is really good for that. But I also use crypto.com. It's an app and they offer a Visa card. So that is where you can actually spend your money on a card. I can hold, it's a wallet, meaning I can move coins into crypto.com and it holds it there for me. And when I want to spend it, I have the Visa card and I can just move that crypto. You just move it to your card in the app and I can swipe anywhere that accepts Visa. And I'm essentially spending my crypto without having to run it through the bank first. So that's a really good one. I'll run you through just a couple coins then, but now that it's the end of it, just some that y'all should look into. So XRP is one that's working with banks. It is currently being sued by the SEC, but I look at that as they feel threatened. The banking system is threatened right now because XRP is trying to take over the Swift money network. So that means the millions of dollars that get transferred in and out of the country every day, all the time. XRP is trying to do that now. And because now you can do it without the bank's intermediary, and it costs pennies to send millions. So it's really going to put a kink in the banking system. But so they're trying to regulate them so they can work with them and get what they want out of it. But it's looking like XRP is going to win. Whether they win or lose, 90% of their customers are out of the country anyways. So Dubai and all these other places don't care what the SEC says. So they're still a good purchase. Stellar was made, the same guys that made XRP, one went off because he didn't want to work with banks. And he made Stellar. Stellar is cheap and just as fast and is trying to bank the unbanked. So I look at XRP as Zelle and Stellar as Cash App. So I have a Cash App card and can have Cash App with no bank account. It doesn't matter. But with Zelle, I have to be banked and it has to run through everything on that end. So that's how those two kind of, that's how they work. Theta, like I mentioned, look into Theta. They're doing really big things and have some really good partners. Chainlink. So Chainlink is like $30 or so right now. I got in at a little over $2, but Chainlink is an oracle. So what that means is the way blockchains work really quickly is that every time information is put in, it is locked in that block. So if we're making a contract and all of a sudden later I want to go change something, you can't because like I want to change it without you knowing, or someone wants to screw something over or finagle something, you can't change it. But sometimes you do need outside info to come into the blockchain to make it work. And Chainlink is that oracle. They can bring outside info into different blockchains and they're interoperable. So that one, the owner or the creator of it said not that long ago that you might as well just add a zero to the price right now. That like it's very undervalued right now, but it's already being used. So that is one that I would definitely look into. VeChain, the ticker for that is VET. That is going to be used to track items, clothing, cell phones, whatever, from manufacturer to retailer. So this will get rid of counterfeit products, and you will know where everything went on its way to you in the sense of produce and stuff like that. Like, where did it get shipped first before it came to this? These are things that they can look into more as the business owner, as the person that's buying stuff. I'm not looking at their blockchains. But if I own a business and I'm getting Coach purses, I want to know they're coming directly from where whoever I'm buying them from overseas says they're coming from. So VeChain is going to be really big on that. And they have a utility token called VThor, which is cheap. And that's going to go up in with the price of VeChain. So it's good to get into. And last, I'll leave you with Singularitynet. So Singularitynet is working with AI. They're going to have, it's a self-learning AI blockchain. So AI is going to be everything in the next couple of years. And Singularitynet, they're the ones that just partnered with Cardano to be able to run it on the Cardano. They were on Ethereum and they moved over to Cardano. So I don't know how much they are right now, but they're still cheap, like in the cents. They're still like 20, 30 cents. But that's going to be a very good one to have come the future when, you know, AI is everything. It's already half of everything now. So you want to be in on that now. But without having to get into something else that'll take 20 minutes to explain, I think I'll leave it with that. I don't know if there's if I didn't clarify something or there's any questions, but
at this time, anybody have any questions for Corey? Shoot.
All right, question for you, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. What do you think about IOTA?
IOTA, I like IOTA. I have a little bit of IOTA. Everything that I buy, I look at as a long-term hold because I'm in it for the investment. I don't think IOTA is going to be a quick flip. It's not something that's going to make you a lot of money in a month, but it's definitely worth having. So I like IOTA.
Awesome. What do you think about Shopping IO if you've come across it?
Shopping IO, their all-time high was very high. It hit $100 or a couple $100 in the very beginning. It's new. They just made it this year. But then the price plummeted. So I'm not even sure what the price is right now. But I believe when I was first looking at it, it was like $150. And last time I saw it, it was like $30. So once something has reached an all-time high like that, there's a good possibility it will get back to that all-time high at some point. And I think it's a great platform to be able to use your crypto to buy stuff on Amazon and things like that. So I do think it has great use case. And I would buy some maybe in a dip. Like right now, the market is down right now. And the way I look at it is that everything's on sale. A lot of people are freaking out and thinking they need to pull, but I take advantage of the sale prices.
Okay, so it wanted to 275 and it's back down to 150-ish.
And in the middle, how low did it go?
As I say, 1 to 275. It started from 30. That's when I got in. It went to 275 and it's back down to 132 right now. But I just wanted to see where your mind is at and how you see that.
No, I do like shopping.io. It's a great idea. They definitely are trying to solve a real world problem that a lot of people would use. So I do think I would hold that.
Awesome. All right. That would be all my questions. Thank you very much. Nice knowing you, Carol.
Yeah, no problem.
So we have less than a minute. I don't know how many seconds, but I want to say, Corey, thank you very, very much for coming on and sharing all of this information. This is way more information than I thought I was going to get. So, now I'm about to book you again real soon, probably next week. If you got some time, you just let me know what your schedule is. And I'm going to do my best to get as many people as possible on board.
Okay.
I'm mind blown right now.
I know it's a lot of info, but
it's a lot, and I never knew it was that much info with crypto.
Yeah.
And I must say you did an outstanding job.
Oh well, thank you. I'm glad it was understandable.
Yeah. And I'm gonna shoot you a message on Messenger when this is done. Because I think you need to start a YouTube channel.
I
am already.
I am. So I'm working on that, and I will keep you posted on that also.
Yes, because this was outstanding.
Well, thank you. I think it's going to cut off soon, but yeah, I recorded it, so I have it, and we'll do this again sometime.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.